I just started with this new client, and the very first thing he said to me, he said, David, I don't know what to do. We've been out several times, my wife and I, and all of a sudden, for some reason, she'll turn and she'll look at a woman and say, would you have sex with that woman over there? And every time I freeze. And I told him it's the best thing to do. There's no winning way to answer this question. There's no way. If you say yes, you're screwed. If you say no, she's going to say, well, why not? Why wouldn't you? There's a lot of women, whether it's because they're holding resentments against you as a man, and men do the same thing. There's a lot of women, if they're holding a resentment, they'll be testing you on a regular basis. If they don't trust you for some reason, could be a completely invalid reason they don't trust you, they'll be testing you. And every time you try to answer the question, honey, no, I love you very much, I would never have sex with her. And this is what this guy's wife said to him. She said, oh, yes, you would. Look at the size of her breasts. Look at how thin her legs are. You would take her in a second. And he goes, David, what the hell do you say to this? The very first response out of his mouth was, yikes, what the hell do I do here? And, you know, one of the things I would say is that if you have an open discussion with your wife, would be say, honey, why do you keep bringing this up? Why do you keep saying, would you have sex with that person? Would you have sex with this person? It doesn't make me feel comfortable. I'm not interested in having sex with anyone with you. But why are you asking me? The second option is just complete disengagement. And this can be rough to do. A lot of people don't have the strength to do it. But if they ask a question like that, that's just, so out of line, is you just don't answer. Now, the only separation and difference is if you're in an open relationship. If you're in an open relationship, which are very difficult to keep. I've been doing this work for 48 years. I've worked with many couples in open relationships, and they're very difficult to keep running on a long term. Usually there's going to be some type of insecurity. One partner's going to get offended or upset that you're with another person, even if you've agreed upon it. But other than that, which is a rarity, I would stay silent after asking my partner, why do you keep asking me these questions about other men or other women? Why is it important for you? I want to be with you. I'm only with you. I haven't been with anyone else. I'm not quite sure where you're going with this. If you need to go to a professional, a counselor for help, do it. Oh my God. But it's usually a game playing move. It's a power move. They're looking to trap you. And that's not just women, it's men as well. Be very careful. Don't fall for the trap. Ask questions versus giving answers. And then if you don't get the answers that you desire or need that make sense to you, just disengage. Just don't answer. There was another individual, a guy I know, that him and his girlfriend watch TV on a regular basis, and whenever they're watching a movie and there's a very attractive woman, she'll make comments like, ooh, look at that woman. Ooh, look at that woman. And he has stayed silent. They've been together for a couple years. He's never made a response. The number of times she starts talking about other women. Hey, what do you think of that woman? Hey, what do you think of that woman at that game that just stood up in the stands dancing? What do you think of that woman in that movie? Ooh, isn't she something? I always say to men, just be quiet, just disengage. If there's games to be played, don't be a part of them. If you need help, davidessel.com is the website. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.